I recommend finding a camp along the way. Unless you have a pre-thought out reservation, just find a campsite along the way. Just drive your little cart's content until you see a place that looks awesome, pull off and have it. In the beginning, when we first started off in Las Vegas, I would wake up early and that day try to find something online that morning. That was stressing me the fuck out, because being in the summer, I took this trip in July, and going to see the Grand Canyon, the Hoover Dam, Yellowstone. Of course, there's gonna be no reservations the day of you're trying to go somewhere. So I was really starting to stress out. And one day I said, forget it. I'm just gonna wake up, I'm gonna drive, I'm gonna go see the spot. And after I leave the spot, I'm gonna keep driving until I feel moderately tired. And then I'm gonna find a campsite. That worked flawlessly. Like, that was the perfect, in my opinion, I feel like that's how it should be done. If you are not gonna seek out having pre-reservations months in advance, I feel like you can successfully go see the place you want to see and then just drive until you find some rinky-dink motel that's safe, or find a campsite. In my budget, I planned on spending like $30 to $50 per night at a campsite, and I found campsites for like 15, 20, because they're off the road, off the beaten path, you know. And at the same time, most of them were at RV camps that were meant for RVs, but they had primitive campsites where it was just a flat piece of land for your tent and your car, and they were cheap. I successfully did that in Texas and leaving the Grand Canyon in Idaho, and these places were beautiful. Like, the one in Idaho is my favorite, and Idaho is at that campsite, so how beautiful it was, just laying in the grass surrounded by clovers in the summer sun. It made me feel, it assured me that what I was doing was what I needed to be doing. I really felt free. It's when I really felt reassured, like the feeling that I was having, the at ease, the happiness that I was having, it assured me that what I was doing was living right. What I was doing, I made the right choice, and I knew that whatever was next, it was what I was meant to be doing with myself right now. I am 22 years old, if you don't know that. I don't want to settle down into a career. I don't want to get married. I don't want to pop out a baby from my vagina. I want to go see Seattle. I want to go see Sweden. I want to go and maybe mess around in Antarctica once I get there with my novice self. Like, I want to go do all those things before I settle down, and I'm gonna do them. And in Idaho, it just made me feel really, really at ease about the whole rest of the trip. Like, I was stressing about where we were gonna sleep, what I was gonna do, if I was making the right choice, and Idaho, it really, really just showed me that, yes, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Yes, we can do this. Yes, it can be done, and we are gonna have the time of our lives this summer, and everything's gonna be all right. Because in the end, all you got is you. So if you don't believe in you, what the fuck? That's when I really started believing in myself, believing in the trip, believing in the vision and the inspiration that I had for this trip. Okay, and I don't know if you caught the drift all the way, but this was a camping road trip. I didn't state that clearly. This was a camping road trip. So when you have your tent, I lost my tent fly somehow. Make sure you have your tent fly, especially in the summer. The tent fly is a thing that, if you don't know, inside of the tent, it has like the top mesh, and then the tent fly is what covers it as far as for warmth or for waterproof protection. And I caught some rain and I didn't have a tent fly, and like a guy in Arkansas had to let me have one, because he was like, if you're gonna do this road trip, I mean, you're gonna need this, so have this, you know.